Hi everyone, Graham here with the latest updates on the beta launch of We Share Abundance, and I'm going to run through some common questions and answers. I'm going to let you know where we are with SOAP and the pre-launch, and hopefully I'm broadcasting or streaming live on Twitch, YouTube, and in our Facebook group We Share Abundance publicly. And wherever you're watching from, whichever channel, whichever streaming channel, whichever continent, whichever country, whether you're here as a visitor or whether you're here as a member, you're welcome. Okay, what I am going to do now is I'm going to head over to Facebook, because that is the place where I see comments. I don't usually see them anywhere else, and I'm going to check that people can actually see and hear me, and that isn't always the case, I'm afraid. Technical difficulties often prevail. Not often, but they do prevail on occasions. So I'm heading over to Facebook right now, if I can find the right tab on my browser. And I'm going to go to We Share Abundance publicly. And when it resolves, I'm going to scroll down, and hopefully we're here, January the 23rd, Sunday, January the 23rd, 2022, and we have comments. And at the top of the comments list, we have Dave Jackson from London, UK, followed by Russ Cowley from Newcastle, UK, Ramachandra from India, but he is a UK citizen and resident, he claims. And we got Andrew from New Zealand, Russ Cowley saying I'm loud and clear, thank you. Richard from Devon. And it's been another dry day, which is always good. Not had much sunshine, been cloudy, but it's been dry, and that's good. We've had a lot of rain, and we can do with the bits of dry weather that we are getting. It's how many minutes? 3 minutes past. So I'm pretty much on time. We've got South Africa and Manchester, UK, and Kettering, UK have arrived in the last couple of minutes. As I said, I'll be going through some Q&As. I'll be letting you know where we're up to with various stages of things. There's not much happens on the development. Very rarely that anything happens on the development weekends, because the developers don't work on the weekend. So it'll be Monday by the time we get any updates really on that. And it's raining in Calcutta, says Ramachandra. Well, it's not raining here, so there we go. I bet it's warmer in Calcutta than it is here, though. And we got Doncaster, UK, who's in, and we've got Akpomede from Nigeria, I believe, visiting us with a foxy symbol. I'll be honest, I don't have an awful lot to share with you today, except for the going through and expanding on the frequently asked questions that we do on a regular basis now, and we will continue to do that until everybody thoroughly understands what We Share Abundance is all about. And in a nutshell, it's about putting together something that will last for many generations, helping people all over the world that are in often living in conditions around about the poverty line. Those are the people that we target mainly. and that is the objective, is to help people go and gain hope of getting a better lifestyle. Of course, that carries over into other countries as well, and people that perhaps aren't in such dire situations but would like a better lifestyle as well, and we can help those too. But our main focus is on the people that are struggling to make ends meet and helping them to put a roof over their heads, food on the table, provide education for the children and this sort of thing. Excuse me. Okay, let's get started with a short prayer. Dear Heavenly Father, we are so grateful for you, and we ask that you bless the We Share Abundance community, that it may fill each member's heart with unconditional love, and that through that love each member may find the joy of service, and through that service that each member may attract into their life everything they need and want from you. Amen. Okay, so as I said, on development, nothing whatsoever to report because it's a Sunday, and so there won't be anything to report on that until tomorrow. On what I'm involved in, which is getting a pre-launch offer put together for We Share Abundance, I was hoping to have it ready for you by tonight, but I haven't. And that's the bottom line. There are one or two points I'm not totally happy with, and I want it to be as right as I can get it. It will, without doubt, be ready by tomorrow. So may be a little disappointing for you, but one day in the grand scheme of generations isn't going to make an awful lot of difference. And it is all part and parcel of the full launch, which won't be very far off. You won't have long to benefit from the pre-launch. Maybe 3 weeks, maybe 4 weeks. I can't really imagine that it would go beyond there. I think we'll be into launch in that time. I can't promise that, but I think that is a realistic forecast. Let's put it that way. So without further ado, really, I might as well get on to the numbers, which once again are very, very lacking, because the site ranking seems to be stuck where it was on Friday. There don't seem to be any changes, and I don't know why. Usually we get this, it happens for a day, but unusual for 2 days, but they're stuck at exactly the same place, so there's not much happening there. There are only 8 net increase in our registered members to 48,760, and net increase because we take out people that have been inactive for 2 months. In other words, haven't logged in once in a 2-month period and they don't have an active stake. So we take those out. It can be anything from, well, it can be up to thousands, but it's not usually that big. It's usually around about 100, 150. But it can be much less as well. But the net increase we have is 8. That means we've had more registrations than people we've taken out. Multiply WISA, we have 2 new email verified members, just to 13,248. Nobody knew about advertising, but our bonus pool went up $4 to $9,638.11. And the crypto market is still in turmoil, with people claiming that cryptocurrencies are now dying and dead and will not survive again. So, but I think they're up slightly on yesterday, looking at our numbers, because there's been no trading volume to speak of on WISA or WISA Abundance tokens. But the values are up a little. WISA is up to about 0.3 of a cent in Waves and in your back office, where it was 0.2 and 0.1 of a cent yesterday. So they're both up a little bit. And it's at 0.3 of a cent also in coin ranking. So it's pretty unusual that all three agree. I mean, not exactly, but they're all pretty close at 0.3 of a cent. There was $36 worth of trading in WISA tokens in the last 24 hours, and the token coin ranking went up 13 places to 1,198. And the WISA Abundance token similarly is up about $10 in Waves, about $10 in your back office, but it's exactly the same again in coin ranking because there's been no trading. So the changes in your back office and in Waves are not real figures in actual fact. They're just a reflection of the cryptocurrency market, which has dipped drastically from where Bitcoin was at over $60,000 to, I think it dropped down to about 35,000. I don't know whether it got down any less than that. I'm not sure what it is at the moment, actually. We could have a quick look. But it's generally been a bear market, which means it's losing value, people are selling. If I look at the graph, it hit a low, but it's come back up a little bit, but it's down at 34,941. So it's a downward trend, and that isn't unusual for this time of the year. I have to tell you that. In fact, if you follow the trends, you'll see that they tend to pick up. September, October, November, December is like boom time. January, February, March is when it really dips down, and then it stabilizes and gradually gets back up to where it was and climbs up above where it was in the latter part of the year. That tends to be quite a normal pattern. It doesn't mean that always happens, but it's certainly following the pattern at the moment of being high at the end of the year, you know, those last 3 months hitting its heights and then dropping down this month, and it could continue to drop through February and March. It might pick up a little bit earlier. I think it probably will, actually, because it's more stable now than it was even 12 months ago. So I think it's likely that we'll see it bottom out in the next 2 or 3 weeks and then start to climb a little bit. Okay. Ramachandra, cannot be personal sponsor and placement system to help each other in the competition plane. I don't understand that, Ramachandra. Sorry, so I can't answer anything there. But let's take a look at, in fact, let me go over here first, because last time when I didn't do this, I carried on talking and unfortunately I've lost my cursor. There we go. I carried on talking and I didn't realize that things had gone pear-shaped and Facebook had stopped broadcasting. So I got me on the other computer over here now. So because I'm going to go to the FAQ page of our website and I'm going to cover the next 3 questions about the economy of We Share Abundance. Okay, so the next question is, what is the benefit of buying the WISA token? And that is a very good one at the moment, actually. The answer on the site said WISA tokens may be used in the community to buy products and services offered. They may also be staked to increase the value of gifts generated for tasks performed. So let me just explain a little bit. Every member is valuable to the community. Every member enhances the value of the community by performing very simple tasks, as simple as just logging in to your back office on a regular basis. And when you log in, we give you a reward, and it's calculated in dollars, and it goes into your US dollar wallet. And then at the end of the month, we convert that using a formula that creates the value of the WISA Abundance token, because we can only allocate 20,000 new WISA Abundance tokens. So based on the dollar value and the amount of tokens, we calculate what the value of the WISA tokens is. We take into account the ones that we have in hand that have been staked, the new ones that we could allocate, and it creates a value for the WISA Abundance token. And then we convert the earnings you had in US dollars into WISA Abundance tokens, and they're stacked in your WISA Abundance wallet, building wealth for the future, building you some security for the future. It's not very often that there are withdrawals available at this current time from that wallet, because we're looking to build for the future. We're looking to create demand for the tokens, which will then allow the members to sell the tokens. If we were to say, okay, you can withdraw the tokens as many as you want, it would be pointless because there isn't sufficient demand. As I pointed out earlier, we have 48,760 members. Now, if every member just wanted $10 worth of tokens, that is a lot of dollars, and people aren't aware at this moment in time of the value and the upward trend in value of the WISA Abundance tokens and the stability of the token to create the demand for that amount of tokens to be sold. So there is no way that it would be a benefit to anybody, to the members, to We Share Abundance, to put those tokens out in the marketplace. So the WISA Abundance token we are holding at the moment, and we are in the process of creating lots of different ways that will enhance the desirability of the token to build up the liquidity and value, which will then help members to put them in a position to be able to make withdrawals in the future. As liquidity increases, the withdrawals available will increase as well. And when we reach absolute liquidity, which is the same situation that Bitcoin have reached, and Ethereum, and one or two others, Bitcoin Cash, then you'll be able to sell as many as you want for whatever value you choose. In the same way that Bitcoin, Bitcoin, you could go and buy, if you had $20 billion, you could go and buy $20 billion worth of Bitcoin tomorrow. And if you have $20 billion worth of Bitcoin, in your wallet and you wanted to sell them, you'd be able to sell them. You know, just put them out there and they would sell. Of course, the price is affected. If you put $20 billion worth of Bitcoin up for sale, it'll probably bring the price down, and that's what's happening currently. The price of Bitcoin is falling because a lot of people are selling. When people start buying again, when they think, oh yeah, Bitcoin's bottomed out now at 30,000, it's going to be a good investment because it's going to go up to maybe 100,000 by the end of the year, and people start buying, that will increase the price. But at whatever price now, Bitcoin, you can sell virtually any quantity, buy any quantity that you want. That is absolute liquidity. And that is where we're aiming to be with Visa Abundance tokens and the Visa token, which I'll get onto in a moment, in the near future. I say near future, I'm looking not at the next week or anything, I'm looking at like 2 to 3 years for absolute liquidity. But that won't just happen in, you know, we'll be at the same position and then in 3 years' time, boom, we've got absolute liquidity. No, it's going to be a gradual increase of liquidity, which will start an upward spiral. And once we get into that upward spiral, it'll move ever faster. So it'll be a slow increase, gradually increasing, and ultimately going up almost vertically. Excuse me. Right. What about the Visa token? The Visa token was our first token. And we made the error, when I say we, it's me really, made the error of allowing too many tokens into the marketplace. And people said, I've got these tokens for free, they cost me nothing, so I don't care what I sell them for. And so the Visa token went from hundreds of dollars down to $1 or $2 and eventually down to less than a cent where it is now. Gradually, and I know that you don't see this, but gradually the position is improving and there are less tokens out there than there used to be, but there's still an awful lot. There's millions of tokens out there that people are offering at really low, silly prices. Without doubt, the Visa token will increase dramatically in the next 12 months. And so it represents a really good investment. And you don't have to invest a lot of money. Because the tokens are so ridiculously low priced at the moment, a third of a cent or something, aren't they? I gave you the numbers earlier. You can get 3 tokens for $1. No, not for $1, for 1 cent. You can get 300 tokens for $1, and you can get 3,000 tokens for $10. It's a real good bet. $10, $20, $100. You're going to get thousands of tokens. If they go to just 1 cent each, you'll have made a huge gain, and they're going to go well beyond that. They will be into the dollars within months, and certainly this year they'll be in double-figure dollars, is my belief. Maybe back up to 3 figures. Okay, so that is the benefits of buying the Visa tokens. They are a good, solid investment, even though people don't recognize that at the moment. The bulk of people don't recognize that at the moment. And that is what gives you this opportunity, because if everybody did recognize that, you wouldn't be able to buy them at the price they are today. Okay. Next, is there any benefit of owning Visa tokens and not being a part of We Share Abundance? Visa tokens have in the past increased greatly in value and so may be bought with a view to benefiting from future rises in value. This is speculative as in the purchase of bitcoins or US dollars or any other currency, be it fiat or crypto. And that really I've covered as well in the previous answer. You don't need to be a member of We Share Abundance to hold Visa tokens or to hold Visa Abundance tokens. But if you are a member of We Share Abundance, you can add Visa Abundance tokens to your portfolio at no cost. We give them to every member just based on their service in the community. Some people get more tokens, some people get less. And also through our free raffle, where you can get literally tens of thousands of dollars worth of tokens if you're lucky and your number comes up at the top. We've had people get almost $100,000 worth of Visa Abundance tokens in one fell swoop as a member. You can't do that as a non-member, but as a non-member, sure, you can buy them, and they will represent an amazingly good investment in a short period of time. What's a short period of time? 12 months. Okay. Entrepreneurs that are looking at investments often invest in businesses, property, franchises. They don't expect to break even for 3 to 5 years, because that is realistically what it takes. In 3 to 5 years, if you've invested today in Visa or Visa Abundance tokens, and if you've invested heavily, and when I say heavily, I don't mean millions of dollars, I mean you've got accumulated a large number of tokens, and you've seen how you can accumulate thousands of the Visa token at the moment for next to nothing. In 3 to 5 years, you will be a millionaire. Okay. Right, what is the value of the Visa token? Well, the Visa tokens are valued by demand, basically, and the balance of demand against supply. At the moment, the supply of Visa tokens, okay, I'm talking about Visa rather than Visa Abundance at the moment, the supply of Visa tokens far exceeds demand. Demand in the last 4, 5, 6, 7, in the last week, the demand for Visa tokens has been $51. No, $61. Less than $10 a day. And so that means that your price is not going to rise much when that is the sort of level of demand. It's determined by trading volumes. And the Visa tokens are in a totally free market. Until we really push demand up, you won't see much increase, but that demand will increase. We will push it up within the next 2 to 3 months. And then you'll start to see that change taking place that I've talked about. The Visa Abundance token is in a different situation, because although once it's released, it is in a free market, we restrict the release of the Visa Abundance tokens. And so they don't drop in value. They don't flood the market in the way that the Visa token has flooded the market. It means that we are controlling the supply of the currency, and this isn't unusual for a country to do. There have been lots and lots of occasions where countries have limited the amount of their own currency that you can take out of the country. And I'm sure there will probably still be countries that do that. I remember at one time, many years ago, if you went on holiday from the UK, there were limits on the amount of currency you could take out. If you went on holiday to Spain, I can't remember what the values were now, but it was, there were lots of people went abroad, but you were limited to a certain value in the pound sterling that you could actually take out of the country with you on your holiday. Of course, there were exceptions. If you were going, you could apply for exceptions, but as a general rule, you're going away for a 14-day break or 7-day break, there were limits on the amount of currency you could take, and this has not been uncommon throughout history with many countries. And as I say, I'm sure there are still countries around where there are limits, but we at the moment are doing just that. We are controlling the amount of tokens that are available outside of our community. We don't let people take them out at the moment. And so that is, if you like, holding the value of the Wheeze Abundance token where it is at, well, the accurate figure really is the one from Coin Ranking, which is the actual trading price, not just linking it to a crypto and saying, oh, well, it's probably about this. This is actually what people are paying for the token in Coin Ranking, is what shows that, and it's $314.94. So that is easy to see, and that is why we have these different tokens. One is out there, totally free market, do what you want with them, and the other one we are protecting at this stage with a view to releasing as we build the liquidity, and we've got lots of plans for the future for building liquidity. And the first of those plans will be expanding our Easy Business Builder program through the Success on a Plate version of the program. It's an extension. It's just basically, instead of you having to go out and sell memberships to our very valuable services, you'll be able to give paid memberships away and still make commissions by doing that. And that is going to boost the volume, the liquidity, the price of the Wheeze Abundance token. Will that affect liquidity? Yes, it will improve liquidity, but it will improve it because to buy our Easy Business Builder program, you have to use external funds. So if you like, it's the same as us only selling our products outside of our country. If you remember, you can still buy those products, but you have to use external funds. You have to come in with outside cash. Once again, this is something that isn't uncommon in actual countries. You look at countries like, well, I can tell you about one that I'm particularly interested in. That's Portugal. A lovely, beautiful country, lovely people, great climate, and they have, like many other countries have, what's known as the Golden Visa scheme. And that is somebody that can go and become a resident with various privileges for taxation or certain benefits that the country offer, provided they bring in cash from outside. And then there are certain levels for that cash that you need to bring in to be eligible for the Golden Visa passport and get the benefits and the residency and all this sort of thing. And similarly, with the Easy Business Builder platform, that is exactly the sort of thing we're doing. We're giving people a visa, if you like, to be able to participate in our SOAP program, where they'll be able to give away paid memberships. And that has to come from external funds. So the external funds that we get in, you can't, for example, use your in the wealth builder side, that those tokens that we've given you for your future, like a trust fund, if you like, for your future. You can't use those for the Easy Business Builder. You have to use tokens that come from outside of our national boundary, if you like. They can come from Waves Exchange, they can come from anywhere else. You can buy our tokens using fiat currencies, through debit and credit cards, through other cryptocurrencies, through coin ranking, or through an exchanges in Waves. But it's all external funds that come in, and we do that in the same way that there are many countries that are doing that, as I say, with golden visas, because it strengthens the economy, strengthens their currency, improves its liquidity, improves the benefits that the country can offer, and it's good practice. And so that is what we are doing with the Easy Business Builder platform. We're providing very valuable services to marketers, and they have to buy those services with funds from outside the community. Those funds that come in from outside the community boost the liquidity, and we can pay out from those funds commissions that go back outside the community, that you can then cash turn into your own currency, where no matter which country you live in, you'll be able to exchange them for your own currency and spend them within your geographical location to help put food on the table and buy a new car, or whatever else you want to do, depending on the amount you've earned. Okay, so that's talking about the value of our tokens, and I hope that's filled in a few blanks for you. I talked yesterday about averaging costs, because this is an important function that you need to understand, and it's what all investors do, whether they invest in stock for their business, or whether they're investing in stocks and shares, or whether they're investing in the exchange markets, whether it's Forex or the cryptocurrency market. All investors that know what they're doing average their costs. So if they buy, let's suppose you buy Visa token. Let's suppose you bought one Visa token for $100, and you're stuck with that. And you say, you know, I'm stuck with this and it's worthless. It's not worthless. It's worth $100 because that's what you paid for it. But you can't readily get $100 for it. And the level at the moment is really, really low. So if you were to say, okay, I'm going to put another $100 in, with $100, you would get 30,000 tokens or something like that, isn't it? If my calculation's out, it's because it's late in the day, but let's say it's 30,000 tokens. So instead of having one token, you've now got 30,001, but it's cost you $200. So you divide your 30,000 into $200, and it would bring you down to probably about 0.5 cent, a little bit over half a cent, I think, 0.6 recurring, I think, roughly, of a cent. So that's what your tokens would be worth. And as liquidity increases, you can then sell off. Let's suppose they go to $1. You can sell off a couple of hundred of your tokens. You've got your money back, So the tokens that you've got left, those other 29,800 tokens, you've got absolutely free. They're there as a wonderful investment that'll cost you nothing because you've already got your money back out. And so that is a very important concept to understand as well. And it's well understood by people, investors in the marketplace, as I say, whether it's in stock on the shelves of a shop, or whether it's in stocks and shares that people are buying, or whether it's in trading currency, whether it's crypto or fiat. Every knowledgeable investor uses averaging. Okay, it's how they make money, and it's how you can utilize the marketplace. Okay, let's have a look at what we've got here now. We've got Werner from South Africa. We've got David Uzo saying congratulations. Can't remember, don't know what he's saying congratulations about or who to, but congratulations anyway from me too. Okay, my status is inactive when I log in. I want to know why. Because you don't log in enough, Andrew, is the reason. We talked about it for months before we implemented it, and you have to log in 2/3 of your available days. If you log in 2/3 of your available days in January, in February, you will see your status change to active in February. It's based on the previous month. So it means in December, you did not log in at least 21 days. Okay. What's Ramachandra saying? If any member cannot recruit, I presume, anyone, then she wouldn't get any benefit, yes, even though regular login. No, that's not true, Ramachandra. First of all, we give free tokens out. You don't have to recruit anybody to get your issue of free tokens every month. You get rewards for just logging in, as I've been through earlier on. And so you can build your wealth in tokens without ever personally recruiting anybody. However, why wouldn't you want to share what we have? Especially when we get the SOAP platform available to you. You don't really, I mean, it is recruiting, I suppose, but you're offering people an opportunity to make money totally free. Because anybody that you gift in, and it doesn't cost you anything to do it, it comes out of the company coffers, if you like, out of the country treasury. Anybody that you gift in has the same opportunity as you to make money by giving away paid memberships. So yeah, it is recruiting, but it's not like you have to sell anything to anybody. It's not like they have to put their hand in their pocket. There are options for them to do that. It is an option. It's a good option for people that have both the funds and the confidence to do it. But, and it's, let's be fair, I mean, the most that you could put in initially would be $100 in the Easy Business Builder platform and $100 staking in the Wealth Builder platform. A total of $200 out of your cash flow. That, for many people, is a drop in the ocean. I know it's a lot for some people, but there are loads and loads and loads of people out there that for $200 they'll say, yeah, boom, let me go. I'll have a go at that for $200. Or $100, they'll say, just pick one of those. Or they'll put $50 in each side, you know, whatever. But yeah, it is introducing people. I don't think it's not really recruiting, it's introducing people. It's saying to people, look, I make money giving away paid memberships in our program. would you like to help me make some money by accepting a paid membership in our program? And of course, once you're in, you can make money the same way if you choose to. You can be totally passive and still make money anyway. Our nation is going to give you some funds that you can start putting into our staking system, which will generate you income on a regular basis, as long as you're prepared to just log in. Okay? It's introducing people. It's not really recruiting or even referring. It's saying, this is what we got. It's up to you. Okay? We got Southern Alabama, Mr. Prayer, and we got Oman, Mr. Prayer. Okay, and Ramachandra says thanks. Okie dokie. But yeah, I mean, it's an opportunity for everybody. We had actually somebody commented and saying, let me tell you, once we've got the development done for Success on a Plate SOAP program, we will go out and beta test it. It won't take long, a week, 10 days at the most, I think. And we've selected 8 people to beta test. And those 8 people are people that bought pre-launch offers. And I had somebody come and say, why have you given it to people that can invest? Wouldn't it have been better to give it to people that can recruit? And first of all, no, because we're not really interested in big recruiters. Okay, fine, if you're a big recruiter, you can make a lot of money. But we're interested in helping the people that can't recruit, the people that think they're failures. We're going to light new strength in the hearts of the people that think they're failures, the people that think they can't recruit. Because we're going to give them this opportunity to say to people, look, if you accept my gift, I'll make some money. Will you help me out? Okay. That's basically all they've got to do. And they're going to start seeing that, yeah, I can earn money online. There are literally millions, probably billions of people online trying to make money that have never made money. And most of them have actually lost money rather than made money. They've spent money on either products or services or affiliate fees or advertising, or maybe all of those things, and got little or nothing in return. Sometimes it's big amounts of money. I've known people that have taken out second mortgages on their home for thousands, tens of thousands of dollars, and never got a penny back out of it. The most that people can put their hand in their pocket for initially with us is $200. That's the top level. If they want to get started at a low level, it's $2. We're going to give them $2 to get started with staking anyway. And if they come in as a free member, $2 it'll cost to upgrade to a paid member in the Easy Business Builder plan. So looking at a risk of $2, not looking at second mortgages on your home or anything. And when we launch the program, we're going to give you a step up on that. So even if you put your hand in your pocket for $2 and you've not been able to make a sale at the end of the development process, we're going to give you a paid position one level higher. So you're going to get a $5 value for 30 days, even if you were on the last day of that $2 subscription that you paid. So you're going to get $5 worth. So it's going to push you up to the next level. And you're going to have then as well the ability, as I say, to give away paid membership. You don't have to sell anything. And you give away one and you've got more than your $2 back anyway. Okay, so it's not about having heavy hitters or people that are good at recruiting. We want to show people that they can prosper by doing simple things, helping people, being of service. We're not looking for people who can go out and recruit thousands of people. If that's what we were looking for, I could do it. I've done it in the past. I can go out and I can bring in 1,000 people within the next 30 days very easily. Paid members, not free members, paid members. Probably 5,000 or 10,000 free members. 1,000 of them upgrading at maybe $100. I've done it in the past. I know I can do that. But that's not what we're about. We're about everybody being able to make a little bit of money. Not an odd person, that sort of top 2% that make big money online. We're looking to help that 90% that fail and the other 8% that make something but not much. We're here to help those people, and that's what it's about. And it doesn't matter whether those people beta testing are recruitment minded or not. In fact, it's better if they're not, because it'll be a better test of the system. Okay, so it's there for everybody. We want to make it a totally level, even playing field where anybody can make money. We can give them that hope. We can spread those rays of hope in their hearts, you know, and we can give them the courage to go out there, and we can give them the strength and the belief and everything to say, yeah, I can stand on my own 2 feet. I can improve my lifestyle. I can help banish poverty on a global scale, starting with myself and helping others. Okay, so that's what we're about. And Deborah said, I said it to myself. Yeah, I say it many times through the day to myself, Deborah. That prayer I use regularly on a daily basis. I want We Share Abundance to get into your heart, because once it's in your heart, everything will start to happen for you. If you are a user, and I say that in the worst possible way, somebody that just wants to use our system to make money regardless of everything else, that's not what we're about. We're about having We Share Abundance in your heart, going out there, helping people, and through that service, attracting into your life everything that you need to be a better life. Okay? Deborah says, I for one very excited about our soap program and cannot wait. I've been learning to promote. I know it's another step to greatness for me. Okay, yeah, as I say, it'll be very, very easy to promote, and that is the essence of it. It's not I can't refer, I can't sponsor people. It's simply about introducing people to We Share Abundance and saying, you know, this is what we're about. I want to give you a gift. How you use it is up to you. Whether you use it or not is up to you. Let me give you the gift, learn about it, and you can share the same gift with others. That's what it's about. It's not about chasing people saying, oh, come on, buy these pills. They're going to change you from being £300 to £150 in the next 7 days without changing your diet or exercising. It's not about that. It's not about saying, oh, here's this magic potion. You drink a glass of this every day and you'll never be ill again in your life. And even if you're ill now, you're going to be healthy, wealthy and wise if you just drink a glass of this every day. It's not about that. It's not about buy this course on how to make money online for $10,000, and we'll include in that a free live seminar, and you'll be able to sell licenses for this course and make $9,000 on every course you sell. No, we're not about any of that. We're about saying this is so simple that anybody can do it and change their life. That's what we're about. You don't have to be a big recruiter. You don't have to be somebody that can sponsor. You don't have to be a big promoter. You just have to talk to people and say, look, can I give you something? That's it. Okay, so that's where we're up to. And I'm sorry that I haven't got the pre-launch offer available for you. But there are some things, when I went through that presentation yesterday, there were some things that just didn't seem to fit right with me, and so that there will be improvements on that coming through. Anyway, lovely to have seen you all here. Avazoo have got some great promotions going where if you do learn to promote, and by being a part of the SOAP program, by introducing people, by understanding that you can help people, and that makes you more happy and increases your income, then it leads to a growth in your own personality as well, and you'll find it easier to take advantage of things like Avazoo, where selling a few raffle tickets can get you a trip to wherever they are. I think it's probably going to be in Cancun, but it may not be, for a VIP red carpet vacation, really. Okay, it's all expenses paid, except you're, buying things in gift shops and stuff like that, or going to the bar and drinking your cocktails. I don't think they're going to cover that, but they'll pay for your food, they'll pay for your accommodation, they'll pay for your travel. So that's Avazoo. And if you sell those tickets and one of them comes up as a big winner, then you win too. And that's why we say Avazoo, zoo, zoo. A win for you is a win for me. Avazoo, zoo, zoo. It's $1 billion spree. Avazoo, zoo, zoo. We're one happy family. Avazoo, zoo, zoo. All helping charity. So the SOAP program will help you with that as well. Plus, we'll be putting together things that will assist with that once I get that SOAP program all done and dusted and out of the way and up and running. I can work on other things, and one of them is going to help you sell plenty of Avazoo raffle tickets. Okay, so remember, Avazoo is a great opportunity. We've got lots of others. Go through your what's it called, multiple income streams in your back office. Most of the programs in there, we're into the second page now, so don't just think you've seen them all when you get to the bottom. Make sure you go to the next page and join all of them, definitely, that are free. If you're already in them, you don't need to join them again. Just put your affiliate ID in there, and it'll help you build that business and make free cash. So do all that. I'm not sure that Avazoo's in there, actually. I think it's in Multiply Weezer, but not in the We Share Abundance downline builder. But we'll have a look at that. That's it from me. See you same time, same place tomorrow. We'll have the development in and we'll be seeing where we are and we'll go through some more FAQs. So goodbye, goodbye. I wish you all goodbye, goodbye. I wish you all goodbye. Da 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 da.